Alright, we are live. Hello everyone, welcome to Tactical Tuesdays. Saint Sass is here, joined with me this evening. Hello Redcoats Blitzer, how are we?
Good evening, how's it going? Alright?
Yeah, not too shabs, it's Tuesday. It's another Tactical Tuesday. We'll see how these clans sort of get on that sort of competitive scene and see how they go. Also with me, oh wow, I'm not even on the right start for RAKI. Also with us is good old Fighting Hunter Badger's Vixen. He's going to do a bit of production capturing. How are you going, Vixen?
Yeah, I'm alright, Mr. Craig.
Alright, well, welcome to Tactical Tuesdays, guys. Who do we have this evening? We're going to have RAKI and wFOX up against Mumblemarines, an 18v18. And they are playing on the good old Core Valley AA's version 2 Knight. Alright, we do know that we have the Mosque, the Insurgent Checkpoint, Hemp Farm, Grape Farm, and Orchard with the Russian main starting over on Delta 6. I'm going to be with the wFOX and RAKI to start off with for the US forces. We'll see how they go. I'm just going to check some things in the background to see if everything is okay. Other than that, get this show on the road. 18v18 on such a large map, guys. What do you think? You got 2 hours, 500 tickets. Blitz. You know, you're going to be streaming sort of from, or not streaming, but you're going to see it from the Mumblemarines side. You know, how do you think Mumblemarines is sort of going to prepare themselves for an onslaught of RAKI and wFOX?
Well, just on the layer, it's quite an ideal size for an 18v18. There's plenty of room. It's not, you know, the actual game area is not too big, so it's quite a decent size. I've played alongside Mumblemarines quite a lot on this layer, and it's always about hemp with them. They will strong on hemp. I don't know if you can see that now, but they are coming in now. So we'll just see how it goes, and it's all about hemp, this battle, so.
Yeah, very true. You know, even RAKI just off to the east side, bringing up their full squad. Even got the Crow out on that east, and as you said, Mumblemarines strong force. Very, very strong force, even BTR out towards that west. Already a Crow against BTR. You even have another.
Ooh, the set of BTR on fire.
Yeah, that BTR out towards that western side, not looking too well. Looks like even wFOX is assisting out towards the eastern side of him. Even RAKI as well. With 2 Crows there, and that BTR on fire out towards that western side. He's going to have to push back 30 tickets there.
Babylon, you need to set the fob on the hemp farm, east of hemp farm.
It's like the Americans more or less have the control of the hemp farm, with wFOX and RAKI so close nearby. You're looking at a split side, or a split of the compound. Eastern side controlled by the American forces being RAKI, and wFOX western side controlled by Mumblemarines.
I just noticed that BTR managed to get away, so there's no ticket loss there for Mumblemarines.
Yeah, Tegan there with that BTR getting out of there, 30 tickets, big number of tickets.
Yeah, there was some really good positioning from Mumblemarines to place their Crow there. They were definitely prepared for that BTR to come up that road.
Yeah, that RAKI and wFOX, really nice collaboration there, especially with Klim and as well as another wFOXian. But they just situated themselves out towards the east and even down towards the sort of southeast side. You know, if I open up my map here, we have the 1 Crow there. Another Crow is just situated on the rally point of Squad 2, now pushing down towards the deep south across river.
Yeah, that's Crow that wFOX Invisibles is currently operating. They've got a little bit of infantry around as well, just to keep it protected, because as we know, that Crow can be flanked quite easily.
At least some spec of Mumblemarines within the hemp farm, over 2 out towards the western side, close compound, as well as the eastern side, Diego and Bowman. I'm renowned for fucking up names, and yeah, so I'll probably do that a lot in terms of this Tactical Tuesday. But it looks like the American forces getting themselves a really nice spread down towards the south side of hemp farm, up towards the more or less about 20 or so meters up north. But Mumblemarines are getting up the fight.
That goes the BTR. BTR is down.
My guys.
Just having a look there. Looks like that wFOX invisible.
Just focus on hemp farm. Babylon clean. I will make the.
Takes down a truck. Yeah.
Transport, sorry, my bad, I was at a distance.
Yeah, transport now down with Deceptions just narrowly missing there. I'm sure we're going to see a couple of LATs trying to get rid of these pesky crows. Slim Shady there,
Okay.
unfortunately just missing on that south side with our wFOX's invisible.
Mumbleings reporting to the cap in hemp.
Yeah, have a look now out towards the western side. More forces of Mumbarines out towards there, but they do have some wFOXians and Rakis coming on in that close east.
See, Mumbarines have got their BTR set up in Orchard just in the hill, trying to pick some people off. Very common spot for that BTR to sit.
Let's have a look at the map, and these are the flags, guys. Mosque Insurgent checkpoint captured by the American forces, and now it's a battle over for hemp, with the US forces being wFOX and RAKI out on the east side, Mumbarines out on the western side, Great Farm and Orchard captured by the Russian forces out towards the west, 2 apiece. But as stated there by Blizzard before, it is being capped by the Mumbarines, and we have stopped the cap being the American forces.
Guys, why are you going on the fucking fob? Come on the cap zone. Babylon, we need you on the cap zone. What the fuck, Babylon? Come to the fucking cap zone.
I come on the cap zone, man. Okay, wait.
As you can see, the majority of the forces are concentrated on hemp, but Mumblings has managed to slip 2 in behind to get eyes on a possible spawn for wFOX RAKI.
It's too
Got
fucking
Anxia and Dark Tea over here, just to the east.
Yeah, that is correct. Just out towards that northeastern area, have a 3-squad RAKI down towards the south of these 2 Mumbarines. I don't think these RAKI guys have seen Dark Tea and Ensk. wFOX stating before getting towards the cap zone of hemp, need more forces there. Just depends on how sort of Mumbarines play this out. Very smart move here from Dark Tea.
There's some good discipline there just to let those 3 boys go. You know, it's all about the end goal, finding that spawn rather than getting spotted yourself.
Have those RAKI guys just out towards that sort of northeastern area. We are just looking around here. They're going to start pushing up towards the northern side of hemp. Now the Americans look like they're starting to push on the southern side. With, looks like Dr. Hack's Nordic already within the hemp farm itself.
Yeah, Nordic just reported that they've lost hemp, so there's been a decent spawn on the FOB situated just in that key great farm, which is out to the southwest. So Mumbarines are looking to get back in now.
We're capping.
Yeah, it looks like now with the wFOX and RAKI working together on this hemp farm, they are taking a majority, with the US now neutralizing the hemp farm. But Mumbarines aren't going to start giving up, and they're going to start pushing in from the eastern side. Still that 2-man force out towards that sort of east of the Mumbarines' Dark Tea.
Enemy from
Yeah,
south
both
side.
LATs as well.
From hemp.
Enemy south,
Wow,
guys.
so
Enemy
just
south,
out towards this
south,
eastern
south,
side,
south.
Dark Tea and Anks are both LATs. Hit 2 hit, wow.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful. Beautiful little tag team there from Dark Tea. I think that's their plan, getting in tandem
South Beach,
RPGs. Searching for these crows that were devastating at the start of the round, situated out towards the eastern side of Hemp Farm. BTR located around about that Foxtrot 6, actually Foxtrot 5 keypad 2 area. Had to push back because it just got tandemed by the crows just earlier on.
Enemies behind, south of the foot.
This 2-man crew could run across their fob just there. They're in the same field as it.
Yeah, that is correct. So we do have a fob, or the
probably
US forces do have a fob located on the Foxtrot 5 keypad 6 area. And they are dangerously close to that fob.
Yeah, you got Nordic coming over strongly on the commander comms, trying to get all his boys into the cap. Definitely reiterating the need to get this in their possession ASAP.
Yeah, exactly right. Out towards that sort of the western side, the Russian forces still pushing in as much as they can, being the Mumbarines. And, you know, with the more numbers within a flag, of course, you're going to start stopping the cap from happening. US forces have already neutralized this flag, I'm pretty sure. Yes, they have. So as long as they can stop that cap from happening, get the majority of forces in there, then we can start another sort of firefight between the two. We are going to see a couple of the American forces, RAKI and wFOX, coming in from that eastern side.
Yeah, Russia's struggling here. They need to get still bodies outside the cap. And this is going to flip very shortly into possession of US.
Enemy west to me, I'm north to you. North to M-Farm, west to me, far away.
Okay, Klim, you go to the northwest, like we planned, northwest of M-Farm.
We can find.
Just out of interest, Sass, how many squads are wFOX and RAKI running?
We will have just one squad of RAKI and 2 squads of wFOX, so 3 squads on the US side.
Need more people on the northwest of M-Farm, secure the whole area.
Okay, we'll need to run 2 squads set up, 9 and 9 split, so pretty generic for this layout.
And we have no kit, and here
The Russians now getting a majority of their guys in. They've got a couple of guys down, Little, Bowman as well, but medics are going to start to get their guys up. Down on the south sort of western side of Hemp, a couple of guys down the road, Dark T, and a few others. But again, there are more Russian forces in the Hemp, neutralizing Hemp Farm now.
Capping Hemp Farm, capping.
Yeah, good push from Marines at a good time, that was close.
Guys, give fucking info, they're capping Hemp Farm.
Some good movement from the Humvee there. I was watching an LAT staring at him, and he just moved away as he spotted him.
Get inside the cap zone, guys.
Yeah, he would have been dead.
Russian forces now controlling that sort of western side, even the mid-section of Hemp Farm, getting some really good GLs off towards that eastern side where RAKI and wFOX coming in. They do have a fob just located out to the fields off to that east, and it's causing a lot of problems. Russians now pushing up towards that sort of northern side of Hemp Farm, also down towards the southern side of the Hemp Farm fields, getting each avenue sort of secured. wFOX and RAKI just finding quite hard to push in.
Yeah, they're pretty putting much all the cards in the one hand, trying to break that east side. So, if it pays off, they've got good force coming in.
Nice patrolling down towards the south side of the Hemp Farm. Of course, we do have an opening down towards the southeastern area, which one of the wFOX tried to get through. We have a couple of Marines just down towards that area. Slim Shady and the Scout checking down on those sort of
Get on the wall, guys. Get on.
checking down on the openings there. And the Marines have that sort of north covered as well.
Oh, okay. On the east wall, I don't know if you can see this stats, but wFOX and RAKI managed to get a ladder up, which is enabling them to get into an unidentified entrance, essentially, onto Hemp.
Yeah, just captured that then. Looks like one of the wFOXes tried to get over, but we had good on Mumbrine there, out on that east side, has it covered. Very smart move, thinking outside the box. They do have the fob so close to the Hemp Farm, just located on the Foxtrot 5 keypad 6 eastern side of the square. They are in range to place any placements that's needed, and very, very smart move placing that ladder there. Russians having a really nice strong forward and medics working overtime. Mumbrini's got the hacks down on that south side, getting a couple of guys up, helping with the ticket deficit. We are looking at almost 15 minutes in towards this Tactical Tuesday 18v18. The American side has 431 tickets after 15 minutes. How are you looking over there in terms of the Russian side, Mumbrine Splitter?
452 left, so circa 20 ticket difference at the minute, so very close still.
Yeah, we are looking at such a large map with 500 tickets, 2 hours to play, and of course we are playing Cora Valley AASV tonight. Of course, if you guys have just joined us, if not, Mosque Insurgent Checkpoint captured by the American forces. The Russians have the Hemp Farm, Grape Farm, and Orchard. A 40 or so minute game. See how wFOX, RAKI, and Mumbrine sort of play it out.
You stay on Hemp Farm.
At the moment, all quiet on the eastern front. In terms of the hemp farm, not so many American forces coming in from that way.
Magic, magic.
Very, very quiet now. No word from the squad leaders of wFOX as well as RAKI here. Some speckled out towards the eastern side. A couple of wFOX and RAKI still spawning over on that fob. Just located on that Fox.5 keypad 6 area. Couple of the wFOX, Ajax, Connor, and Marksman pushing back over towards Insurgent checkpoint. Of course, that's now the D flag for the American forces.
Yeah, I think they're starting to get a little bit of a feel of the momentum here, and it's in Mumbrine's favour. You can see you've got Selyu and Calm kicking out to the south, so they're just obviously going to try and secure what they've got for the minute.
Mumbrine Selyu comes out towards the southeastern section of the hemp farm there, clearing out a couple of RAKI and wFOXes trying to get on that sort of southeast section. We do have a Crow situated up towards the northern side with wFOXes invisible. Gonna try and suppress what he can of the... Wow, what a hit! My dear Lord. Sweet baby Jesus. Beautiful hit there.
Yeah, and that's that Crow gone.
Yeah, that was an amazing hit. I think by this... Oh, it could only be one person, the Scout. Probably one of the best LAT RPGs I've ever seen in sort of CCFN Sundays. But, wow. Direct hit on that Crow. That Crow's down. It was getting flanked out towards the northwestern region of the hemp farm. Crow got that direct hit. That's a Crow down.
Yeah, you can just see now Mumblerines are starting to flex a little bit. They're shifting to the east side of hemp, looking to get a little bit of a leap onto a push checkpoint. So it'll be interesting to see how the game develops from here now.
And we'll see, you know, sort of what Mumbrines are sort of thinking in terms of, are they going to start to push up towards that northeastern side of Hemp Farm, swing a sort of northern side offensive onto Insurgent checkpoint? Are they just going to basically just place their guys out towards there, just to hopefully they don't get flanked? A couple of wFOXins up there at the moment, now 3 down, Babylon, Screech, and BIJ. I think they're just going to play it nice and easy for now.
We can still do this.
Double-edged sword pushing out that side, because you quell anything accumulating up there as in a counter-attack, but you're also getting ready to push on, so you can see Nordic there pushing Slim Shady and Barhim up there just to get ready.
Yeah, taking care of that sort of northern side, just say for any instance of the Americans doing a northern flank. Down towards the southern side, not so much. We are seeing a couple of the RAKI guys slowly pushing in towards the southeastern area of Hemp Farm. But again, you still got the Scout and a couple of other GLs and supporting weapons out on that sort of southern part Hemp that are causing a bit of problems.
I think the BTR might have actually gotten stuck on Orchard. I'm not entirely sure. But I think they were trying to move it earlier, which is maybe why they've not been able to resupply it.
Ah, roger.
So although they've taken out their Humvees, they don't have a vehicle advantage currently.
Yeah, haven't seen that sort of BTR suppressing out from that sort of western to the eastern side. Heard it earlier, so it definitely could be the case. We do have a couple of the American forces of RAKI pushing out towards the southeastern section, coming into contact with close contact with a couple of Mumbrines here, using smoke for cover. Even a couple of the White Foxins up towards that northern side, coming into contact with our Nordic's crew that we saw earlier.
I think with the BTR, I think what they've done is they've left it there and continued the push on hemp on foot until they can get it secure and then bring it up. I see a couple of them moving back towards it now.
I did see the wheels spinning on it earlier, going anywhere, but see what they do up there. Yeah, no, see what they do up there. They might be getting a few guys to lie underneath it. Get the wheels in stock.
RAKI are actually in a decent position here to make a little probe into hemp. They managed to get stacked up on the outside.
Yeah, but they were pushing out towards the sort of southeast section. A couple of their guys breaking through that area. Even the wFOX breaking through that northern side. That Nordic had that sort of 3 to 4 man squad up towards that northern side of hemp. Now 4-man squad of wFOX sort of coming in from that area. A bit of a suppression team out towards the east-northeast side of Stella and Babylon there. Some nice GLs starting to pepper in. You may see the Americans, being RAKI and wFOX, start to get into that cap area.
Yeah, it's actually a really nice move here from both wFOX and RAKI. They've pushed past and they're actually going to be able to cut off the Russian forces coming in from their fob. It's a really nice move they've done there.
Yeah, I can you can probably confirm me, Blitzer. Their fob would be located at, say, Foxtrot 5, keypad 2, just within that cheddar.
Yeah, it's in the cheese grater there. And it looks like RAKI and wFOX are now capping hemp.
That is correct. The cap now happening for the American forces. RAKI pushing in from that southeastern area just earlier with a bit of a tandem leap with wFOX pushing towards the northern area. Some nice, nice work there with RAKI and wFOX pushing in.
We stay with you.
No. I send you 3 guys. Only 2 guys on checkpoint. Claim it's important you push to the northwest of hemp farm after. Secure the
if wFOX can hold that position just to the north, they're going to be able to cut off reinforcements coming in, so it'll be interesting to see how Mumblings adapt to this now.
If we can.
wFOX do want to control that northwestern area of... the northwestern area of the hemp farm. Oh, nice GL just down on that southeastern side. Takes down Mulder. Really nice GL. Suppression fire out towards that western side. It's on that cheese grater. Guys, if you don't know what this is, or the ye old cheese grater, it looks like a grater. Bob situated for the Russian forces being Mumblings just in this area. wFOX controlling up towards that northwestern side. And RAKI controlling out towards the southwestern side. And I was thinking, where did Calm, because I did see Calm. Calm was actually located just out towards, give or take, the south side, maybe Echo 6, Keypad 6 earlier. I was wondering where he might have gone, and Calm, Moonshine, and Hexcast actually taken the southern route, heading all the way over to where, give or take, north side of the mosque.
Good fucking job, guys. Klim, you need to go.
Yeah, the only thing I can assume here is that they're going for a back cap. So they're going to have to be quick, as RAKI are about to neutralise hemp.
Looks like maybe they might try to hit that sort of eastern side of hemp. You know, there is a wFOX and RAKI fob located on that sort of eastern side in the field. See sort of how they
Okay, the FOB is confirmed position.
How they come out.
Connor is the...
Okay, Com's just come over. Yeah, you're right, Sass. They're going to make a push for that FOB.
Sorry.
Is the enemy...
Yeah, it's accurate.
wFOX still more or less controlling that northwestern side of hemp. Couple of the guys down. Connor as well as Invisible. Or one visible. They are seeing a bit of a push out towards that sort of mid-section of the hemp farm. Out towards that west mid-section. Swords getting thrown out. Wow, Norda goes down there with the GL. Beautiful place GL. I can only assume with Stella there. Oh, another well-placed GL. But it won't look good. Especially out towards that sort of east to northeast section. If this fob does go down, that's going to take 20 tickets away from the American forces.
We have enemies southwest marked on the river.
there won't be any tactical spawn point for wFOX and RAKI to spawn on. They can only spawn on their rally points. Very smart move here from Calm and Mumbarines out towards this. They did see a RAKI force heading out towards the western side, but didn't take the shot there to spook him. American forces now capturing the
I'm sending
farm.
my squad flanking Grape Farm. The rest, please stay on Hemp Farm. They're destroying our FOB. They're destroying our FOB.
Outside the column is wFOX.
We lose FOB, yeah.
wFOX
You need new
have
FOB?
stated.
Okay.
FOB starting to go down. Oh, what GL there by Sculler. Sculler on a rampage from wFOX there. Takes down both Moonshine and Hexcast, getting down that FOB. Calm going down as well. Nice save on that FOB, but we are going to see wFOX. They want to push on Grape.
Connor, northwest view, marked on the map.
Really nice firefights happening. It's already up to around about 30 minutes. 348 tickets for the American force. Hey, looking over there, Blitzer.
341s are just the 8 tickets in it at the minute.
So at the 15-minute mark, we saw around about a 20 ticket or so difference. Now you're looking at coming up to 30 minutes. You're looking at around about 8 or so ticket difference. The Americans started off strong, almost took down a BTR at the start. Controlling Hemp Farm, but got pushed out by the Russian forces, being the Mumbarines. Now we are going to see a bit of a flip of the game
My
here.
squad will flank Grape Farm.
The Americans are starting to gain back what they've lost.
Enemy in cap zone.
Okay, so just so you're aware, the Russian forces have got an FOB just to the west of Mosque, and that's where Calm, Moonshine and Hex have managed to spawn in. So they're going to go back towards the FOB, a little bit of a stronger force this time.
Yeah, Calm, Hexcast and Moonshine do see just out towards that sort of northwestern area of the Mosque, out towards the, give or take, along east of the Hemp Farm.
Klim, remember to put people on the northwest of Hemp Farm with your scopes.
So it's also a three-man force heading towards Great now, which is currently undefended by the Russian forces. But you know, it's a heads and tails. They've actually released the pressure on the Russian FOB, and they've been allowed to spawn back in. So
Ребят, мы должны
let's
пропушить.
see what happens here.
Very true, just out towards that, give or take, Echo 6 keypad 9 area. I'm going to see Pliskin and another, I believe it's Ajax, heading down towards the southeastern area of Great Farm. There was comms earlier with wFOX wanting to take a squad over towards Great Farm.
Enemies behind on the east. They tell.
It looks like that Mumbarines attack with Calm, Hexcast and Moonshine just being foiled. A couple of the guys getting taken down there.
I definitely be with
That
you
has
guys.
been raised with RAKI and wFOX about that sort of FOB placement.
Mumbarines just
starting to push Grape
advance
Farm now.
towards Grape Farm, so they might cause a fallback. It might indicate that they're taking Grape Farm.
Yeah, Slim Shady.
Yeah, Slim Shady's just spawned back.
He's all the way back at Great Farm, just making sure that no back cap is happening. And even a 3-man squad up towards the northwestern side of Hemp, pushing east to west. One visible, BIJ and I think Screech.
I think fob is removed. Enemy fob removed.
Maybe even a double attack heading out towards the sort of Great Farm area. We've got Pliskin heading out towards the sort of southeast area, southwest area of Great Farm. 3-man squad up towards the northwestern region, just here with the American forces.
Yeah. RAKI and wFOX have committed quite a large force outside of the cap zone, so we're gonna have to see if Mumbarines can take advantage of that.
That force just stated before how we saw Moonshine, Hex, and Calm out towards that sort of eastern, southeastern side of Hemp Farm, coming under contact with the RAKI force, heading out towards those fields. They're taking it easy in terms of protecting that FOB down towards that Golf 5, Keypad 4 region, but they are seeing, as Blitz is stating, if you're sending out forces out towards sort of Great Farm region, you are committing around about sort of 6 guys there in an 18 versus 18, so we are going to see a couple of the Mumbarines now start to push in towards the Hemp Cap zone.
Fob still
With
there.
only
Fob,
around about 3 or so
available.
RAKI guys, with give or take around about 5 or so Mumbarines.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, this is where that. Oh, sorry, Vixen.
Yeah, I think Slim Shady spotted Pliskin and Ajaxo just going into Grape there, and I think he called in the 5 Mumbarines to spawn in because he's just taking them out.
Yeah, this is where the communication
Okay,
comes
my
into
squad
it
is coming
because it's
back to
pretty
Hemp Farm.
much
They rotate to
the
the
speed
Great
in
Farm.
which either force
Should be easy to
spawns.
defend Hemp Farm.
So if RAKI wFOX can get
We
spawned
need
back
to
in
spawn
and
from
get on
northwest of
Hemp,
Hemp
they're going to
Farm.
stop this
Send people
push
northwest
from
of Hemp.
Mumbarines and vice versa. If Mumbarines can
We
spawn in,
we
hit
have
Hemp,
more
they'll be able
resistance
to
from
cap it.
north
So
and
we'll have to
northwest.
see how this plays now.
Okay.
Coming up to over that 30 minutes, 329 tickets for the American forces, being wFOX and RAKI. Of course, with the KDs, not bad, 128, 107, 102, 127 in terms of the Russian forces and American forces. In terms of FOB takedowws, I believe
Enemy
no
in
FOB has
the
been
cap zone
taken
on north
down from either side.
Hemp Farm.
I think the Mumbarines, I don't know if you can confirm for me, Blitzer, but the Mumbarines, I think they took down their own FOB located on that cheese grater section.
No, that's still up and still active. So there's
Wow.
been no FOBs on either side. But Russian forces are currently 286 tickets. So there's a bit of a gap now.
So 286 tickets to 327 tickets for the American forces. I think Nordic's going to have a crack out towards that sort of southeast east section of Hemp Farm here. 2-man squad being Dr. Hacks and Nordic. Dr. Hacks will be a medic. I think I've seen him medicing quite a number of the Mumbarines just earlier. I think Nordic's taken it upon himself that he can take down this FOB, just located in the fields there, out towards the eastern side of Hemp. No RAKI forces or wFOX forces
North of Cap looks clear.
protecting that.
It's could be a trade here.
northwest now.
wFOX and
You can
RAKI
secure it,
are
I will
pushing
go
on the
south,
Mumbarines
okay?
FOB
You go
at
on the
cheese
northwest
grater
of
as
Hemp
well.
That is correct, out towards that sort of east,
We're losing FOB, losing FOB.
eastern section, sort of south side, RAKI. The wFOX guys up towards the north. I think we are going to probably see a trade here. We are going to see a couple of the wFOXes and RAKI now push out towards the eastern side. We'll see what Nordic can do. 2-man army against a 4-man, maybe even more.
RAKI
Whoa.
are digging.
Wow. Again, beautiful GLs. Beautiful GLs here from RAKI and wFOX. Perfectly situated
my squad
on
is
that
going back
FOB.
to the FOB.
Takes
Squad
down
1, squad 2
Nordic
secure
and
Hemp Farm,
Dr.
on the
Hacks.
west.
Boldy versus 10 people right now in that
Enemies east
field.
of the FOB. Maybe not.
Still alive.
Moldy just out towards that sort of northeastish side in those fields.
I think FOB is okay, but we might have a few more enemies.
Yeah, and you can run.
One square gonna take the north side of the flag.
Yeah,
Cross
but-
one time. I don't want cross second.
Yeah, it's supposed to be clean because he has scopes, but he doesn't.
Okay, we go from northwest.
Okay, Klim, go northwest. Connor, you don't need to.
Bit of a patrol squad
Sorry,
around
one more
this
time.
FOB area out towards the
Klim will do
eastern
it.
side of
You
Hemp
don't need
Farm.
to go northwest.
I think
He will do
RAKI
it.
Fury has noticed Moldy. Takes him down out
So I
towards
go
that
south.
sort of northeast side. Mumbarine still pushing out towards that sort of southeast. We're looking around that sort of Goal 5,
Where do I
Keypad
go?
5 region. They do have a FOB situated
secure the flag
northwest of the mosque.
To the west and southwest. Klim, go on the northwest. You can push out if you want. You need to keep someone on the flag though. And on the fob maybe.
Beautiful GL into the scout.
And when you're sort of playing a 500 ticket game, a normal map, you know, we are looking at Core Valley AAS V2 Night. With
Enemies
18
marked on
v
the map,
18, we are
east
going to
of the
see
flag.
those constant pushes or backcaps that
Enemy
you
on-
would expect, because sort of like, as you
North-
said before, Blitzer,
Enemies
you're sort of
northwest of the
committing,
flag, yeah.
you know,
Enemies
half
here
your
now. You need to
half
secure,
of your
get to the
18
I'm
to
dying.
the forward cap.
You can
You're
give-
probably going to expect the other side to do the
Send your
exact
guys
same,
to the
so
northwest of them.
I
Enemy
guess it all
markers.
depends down to that sort of controlling force or defensive force to see if they can sort of hold them back.
Yeah, it's 18 v 18 on a sort of map this size, and as much as distance between the caps. It's pretty much a gamble anytime you send a force out to go for the back cap, especially something like Hemp Farm, which is quite hard to defend. Anyone you send out for that back cap is is a gamble, but it's been good plays from both sides, looking forward. So I'm looking forward to the second round, that's for sure.
Connor, we need someone watch southeastern
Yeah,
entrance.
I think the Mumblerines, the Nordic, and a couple of the squad leaders there have that fob itch. I think they're itching to get that fob. They want to get rid of that fob out towards that sort of eastern side that's constantly resupplying RAKI and wFOX for troops on the good old hemp farm being so close. And I think Mumblerines are just going to push as sort of many
Enemy
troops
still east of hemp
onto that fob
Mark
to
the
get
map.
rid of it. Even though a fob's sort of worth 20, it is a valuable asset to the other team.
You can defend it. We push northwest.
Yeah, they realise the importance that that FOB is, as you've just stated. They're putting a lot of manpower towards it now. Could they have pushed out once they'd taken hemp? We don't know. So they're obviously trying now to get that in. Once that fob's down, they might be in a position to push and take hemp.
Yeah, we are going to see RAKI sort of push up towards that northeast side now. They have a bit of an inkling that there are some close Russian
south
forces
hemp
of the
farm.
eastern
One squad going
side.
hemp farm.
And also, wFOX squad leaders doing really well in terms of pinpointing the positions of
Already,
the
we need to move.
the
We
Russian
need to
forces
move
being
on south side.
Mumblerines.
We are losing south side.
They know there are some Russian forces out on the south side, southeast side, and coming in from the east. They know this fob test for the Russian forces. They're going to give it some really nice GLs on the fob previously.
Okay, this could be the moment which we've been talking about here. Mumblerines with a decent force on this FOB.
They're already taking down around about 3
Probably
to
enemies
4.
south.
Help on 4.
I think
Yeah,
the worst enemy for Mumblerines at the moment is GLs, RPGs, anything sort of a suppression. They could take out 2 to 3 in one shot. And RAKI and wFOX have just been on it all game. We're looking at coming up to 40 minutes. We've captured some really good,
You need to grenade FOB.
really good GL positions.
Nice.
Again, just right on it. Dr. Hacks there. Really good GL on that fob.
That is the thing about having fobs in
We need
fields.
someone inside hemp farm. We need
Easy
someone
to
inside
spawn,
hemp farm.
hard to take if
No one
you
inside
can't
it.
get to them.
Can't
Okay,
all
let's-
rotate to the
It's
fob.
more difficulty anyway.
Of course, with the forces pushing out towards that eastern side, maybe not checking the west, but you are going to see the Mumblerines now push up towards the
Enemies
northwestern
inside
region.
hemp farm. Northwest.
There's
inside.
Enemy is a camp.
Only 2 RAKI in there, only 1 RAKI now. Only Klim, one of the squad leaders for RAKI. Just down on the south side of Hemp Farm now.
We lose camp.
Mumblerines have pushed in, then they've started the cap.
We're losing him.
They are going to have 2 sort of fire fronts here. They're going to have enemies coming in from the west from the Hemp Farm, and they're going to have enemies coming in from the east pushing on their fob. So this is sort of how wFOX and RAKI go. Are they going to save the flag? Of
We're
course,
capping
the
back.
US forces have defended Hemp Farm, but cap back is in progress.
They've stopped it. They've stopped it.
Enemy north side.
Russia
on
at currently
farm.
208 tickets at the minute.
308 tickets exactly for the American forces, coming up to 40 minutes of play. So you have about 100 or so ticket
We have some
difference.
enemies southeast.
Of course, 3 flags controlled by the American forces. We are looking at Mosque, Insurgent Checkpoint, and Hemp. Green Farm and Orchard only controlled by the American forces. You are going to get a bit of a ticket bleed as well per minute. And of course, it is just working in the Americans' favor, coming up to that 100 ticket difference. 15 minutes or 15 minutes of play, we saw 20 ticket difference. 30 minutes, we saw 8 ticket difference. But of course, the Americans controlling a large majority of the hemp farm. We have seen around about 100 or so ticket difference with the Mumbarines pushing on the hemp farm from the western side, but also pushing on the American fob on the eastern side. RAKI and wFOX have had a really good spread in protecting both.
Yeah, I was just admiring the way RAKI and wFOX have been swinging east to west on that north side and cutting off any sort of threat coming in from Mumbarines. If they're coming in from the west, they can swing around and get eyes on the river, and if they're getting pressure on the fob, they can easily swing over and get the nades on. So that little force that's just to the north is doing a really good job up and down.
We have, yeah, that is 100% correct. You know, being up that northern side, you got those fields. You know, they push out towards the west, they take care of some Mumbarines there, and then once they know the fob's starting to go down, then they just push out towards the east. They use the eastern side walls, they push down towards the south, and they get in there. GLs have been on point, RPGs have been on point earlier on in the game, but I think it's really down to the RAKI and wFOX's GLs, especially Sculler. I've seen some really good GLing there from Sculler, taking down a couple, trying to take the fob out towards the eastern side, but also suppressing early on in the game out towards the western side of Hemp.
Enemies
Second
marked
floor
on
on Hemp farm.
Check the markers.
Second floor on Hemp.
It's outside me. East of FOB enemies. The north is secure for now.
Enemy coming southeast of the fob.
Okay, so just a bit on the commander comms there. Nordic and Calm. Nordic's asked for Calm to spawn in on their eastern FOB, and then they're going to make a double push with both squads onto this FOB.
Yeah, have a look at the KDs. The KDs now sort of closing in. 166 for the US forces, 143 for the Russian forces. No fobs have been captured either side. Maybe one fob was captured by the American forces out on the cheese grater on the western side. Was that correct, Blitzer?
Yeah, that's right. That was down about 5 minutes ago, yeah.
So you're looking at 20 plus or so tickets on the Americans. 20 plus tickets, sorry, on the Russian side. The rest is due to sort of ticket bleeding. 283 tickets coming up to around about 45 minutes of play.
185 for Russia.
185 for the Russian side. Mumbarines now pushing up towards that northwestern region. Being a strong point for the Mumbarines up towards that northwestern side. They've had a couple of wFOX sort of head out sort of that way. It's been their sort of gap to get in towards Hemp Farm. wFOX and RAKI playing between sort of Hemp Farm and their eastern side. Primarily around that Foxtrot 5 heat had 6 region. It's been probably, if we had a heat map, it would probably be the main heat for the American forces.
See Calm with the little 4-man fire team now, sweeping that north side, which is what we just pointed out. That little unit of RAKI and wFOX that are managing to cut them off. They're actually neutralising that now, which could be a great assistance on the fob.
Enemy coming from north.
Calm and his sort of 3-man sort of force there, taking down around about 3 wFOXians, Babylon, Connor, and Screech.
Enemies attacking him. Enemy capping him.
It's quite funny if you look at it now, how the game has changed. It's now a fight for the FOB. No one's going for Hemp. no one at all.
No, it's very true.
And everyone's committing all their forces to defend and attack that FOB.
Yeah, we've had sort of wFOX stating there, they're capturing Hemp. Well, they're not. They're just outside the sort of cap zone. Yeah, it's very true. The game has shifted, not about the objective there, it's about actually getting that FOB down.
Yeah, Mumbling's now cutting off that route that RAKI and wFOX were using to get back into Hemp, which is a really great position. As you can see, they've just took down 4.
Enemy FOB on me, Mark.
And now they're pushing into Hemp as well. Good move, good move.
And it looks like on goal 5, keep at 3. wFOX have found the fob, which was the mosque. So they know...
And Mumblings have started capping.
Towards that sort of fob region that was the constant resupply on that sort of southeastern side, eastern side of Hemp for the Mumblings. Was that fob located on Goal 5, keypad 3, has been marked by wFOX. A couple of the Mumblings spawning back in, and of course, just helping assist that not getting captured. Now it's up to sort of Mumblings. Are they just going to leave it there, keep using it as a spawn point, while they dig it down to save 20 tickets? Will wFOX sort of go down there to try and take it out, or they just let it be?
Guys, we need people on camp.
We are going to see the Mumblings now going to start capturing the Hemp Farm. Three of their guys up towards the northern side of Hemp Farm with close proximity. wFOX and RAKI out towards the eastern side. RAKI
We are
wFOX
capping back on farm.
now starting to cap back Hemp Farm.
Enemy FOB is active. It's not under control. Maybe enemy coming. We'll try to stop them.
Yeah, wFOX and RAKI did some good work to get back in control of that. We've just dropped down to 151 tickets, 150 for Russia.
Yeah, 264 tickets for the American forces. We are looking around about 110 ticket difference, coming up to sort of that over 45 minutes of play. US Army now defending the Hemp Farm. In terms of the sort of KDs, 190 to 165, still close in the KDs, around about sort of the 25 difference. A Russian fob getting taken down earlier on in the game. Around out towards that sort of western side, that's another 20 tickets, and the rest has been down to the Americans controlling those sort of 3 flags, Mosque, Insurgent Checkpoint, and Hemp Farm, with only the Grape Farm and Orchard being controlled by the Russian forces.
One enemy on the west side roof, be careful.
Enemies coming on the river, marked.
We are going to see the Mumblings out towards the southeast, though. Just our northern side of that sort of bridge area of the river. Nordic, Diego, the Scout. Are they going to go for the fob, or are they going to go for the... Are they going to go for the cap point? Yeah, RAKI and wFOX shifting their forces. As Blitz has stated earlier, from the western side of Hemp, basically of Hemp Farm, pushing out towards the eastern side of Hemp Farm, just to push up towards their fob to protect that. RAKI in control of the Hemp Farm, 2 forces, 3 forces there. On the Hemp Farm, they have a couple of the Mumblings heading out towards the northern west region. wFOX situated out towards the east, a couple of their guys down within the fields, of course, waiting for medics. But we are going to see a 3-man squad of Mumblings, Dr. Hacks, Tegan, as well as ETL, pushing out from the southeastern section of Hemp Farm.
Moldy's just single-handedly taken out the gunner on the southeast and their sniper in the tower of the mosque. Just been sneaking around, doing some...
Yeah, wFOX Babylon just out there, having eyes on that sort of that mosque and fob. wFOX just pestering a couple of the Mum Marines on their fob there, splitting up their forces. Now we're going to see sort of a 3-man force of the Mum Marines down towards their sort of fob region down on the Goal 5 keypad 3. A couple of speckled guys down there. We have a force out towards the northeastern side, sorry, and southeastern side.
The Humvee for the US has just been destroyed by Scout and Moldy there, so that's another so many tickets gone.
If it's the Crow, would be around about 20 or so tickets.
It's the normal Humvee.
12 tickets. I think Mum Marines have just had that sort of constant fob it, trying to get down their fob. I think they've wasted a numerous amount of tickets on trying to get this fob. Of course, an important asset for wFOX and RAKI. It's the only way that it can keep their forces getting onto sort of hemp farm. But again, I think a bit of a fob itch here from the Mum Marines. Coming over 50 minutes only for round 1, 226 tickets for the American forces.
North, 6 enemies south of the FOB. Many enemies south of FOB on the markers.
Yeah, very small skirmishes happening now across the map, really. Little one-on-two engagements, etc. So, very little comms coming from Mum Marines at the minute. I think they're still pretty much concentrating on this FOB.
Yeah, comms still going strong for wFOX and RAKI here. One just fell through the map there. Shot him into another dimension. It's like that Mum Marine squad that we saw sort of to the north around about 2 to 3 minutes ago of hemp have pushed all the way out towards Goal 5 keypad 7 region, and it has been marked by the American forces here. I think the Mum Marines want to take a different avenue to capture this fob. They're using that eastern side.
East of the flag, close, east of the flag.
Repeat the...
Position RPG marker, enemy.
We're still enemy. Yep.
Russia forces now dropped below 100 tickets. They're at 98.
98 tickets for the Russian forces. 223 tickets for the American forces.
Enemies east of FOB again.
Around about 53 minutes in.
Yeah, okay.
Large gap. Just it being created every sort of 5 to sort of 10 minutes. First 15 minutes we saw around about sort of 20 tickets. First 30, then the 30 minutes we saw around about an 8 ticket difference between the two. Then it looks like around about 40 minutes we saw a 100 ticket difference. Now we're looking at a large amount of ticket difference now.
Police, can you show FOB?
Over the 120 or so.
I can't kill FOB. FOB is still here.
Mum Marines just a bit displaced. I'm not too sure in terms of their comms over there, Blitzer, what their objective is. Do they still want to go for this fob? But it looks like that hemp farm isn't an objective for them anymore.
Yeah, there's been very little since Nordic asked both squads to push the FOB. I just think they're struggling to get on it a little bit with RAKI being very well spread out and having pretty much the main entrance points covered, as you can see. So I can only assume they're still concentrating on that fob at the minute.
Yeah, they also do have a bit of an engagement happening down towards the south, which I haven't covered that much. And it's around that sort of G5 area, which is an enemy fob. Looks like a squad 3 of RAKI force, just pestering a couple of the Mum Marines down towards that area. Of course, Mum Marines don't want to lose that fob. 20 tickets there, with such low tickets, below 100 tickets that the Russian forces Mum Marines have at the moment. It's going to take a massive chunk sort of out of their tickets, make the game even wider.
Okay, I killed 2 or 3 enemies in east of the fob.
East of the fob now looks like it's pretty much clear with only the Scout and Deceptious as well as Barman up towards that sort of east to northeastern section. wFOX confirming a couple of kills, and what a GL, my god. GL experts, wFOX and RAKI here, takes out one of the Russians in the watchtower out towards that sort of eastern side fob. Now going to see sort of RAKI and wFOX sort of scrape up the rest of the forces out towards that northeastern side of Hemp Farm. Sort of situated in the Foxtrot 5, keypad 9 region.
Squad 2, enemies north of you. North of you,
Enemy east of the field.
Nordic and Calm now are
East
just going
of the
between
field.
themselves, trying to identify
Copy.
where they think it's gone wrong here in this first round, and trying to get ready for the next round.
Coming up to 55 minutes, over 55 minutes, 56 minutes. Sort of 208 tickets here for wFOX and RAKI. Still KDs wise, 233 to 212 in terms of the American forces. Russia's forces 205 to 230. Russia
Enemies
had
southeast
lost the
of
fob
Hemp
out
Farm
towards the western section of Hemp around about sort of 30 or so minutes in.
They removed the FOB on the southeast.
And it's been
gone.
constant fight and protection of the American fob, just located out towards that sort of northeast, close northeast of the Hemp Farm there. Constantly resupplying the RAKI and wFOX forces. And the Bumblering's just constantly getting that itch to get rid of it. But unfortunately, some really nice defense here from RAKI and wFOX. Be able to sort of switch from Hemp Farm protection over towards the fob. And then once the Hemp starts to get captured, then they could switch their forces back over towards there.
Yeah, it was maximum impact over a short distance. You know, you're talking 70 meters, and they were just swinging east and west and neutralizing anything that came from either side. It was really good play by RAKI and RAKI and wFOX.
Good old RAKI.
Need a drink?
Guys, we need more people in the flag. Look to the west side.
Yeah, RAKI and wFOX now just gonna
Enemies south from him.
take the rest of the Mumblerines out. How many tickets do you have over there in terms of the Russian forces?
Copy.
204 tickets over here for the American, coming up to almost an hour of play for round 1. Of course, this is what we would normally see with an 18v18 on such a large map of 500 tickets, 2 hours of play. I'm sure the Mumblerines don't have much tickets left.
63.
63 or so tickets. Dogs barking in the background, thank you.
If you have control of Hemp Farm, push out to the west, if you can. I'm gonna secure the south.
Eastern side, wFOX, RAKI fully taking advantage of that. A couple of the Mumblerines having to spawn back over towards... Having to spawn back over towards the Grave Farm out towards the west. Now I'm going to see the wFOX and RAKI start to push back over onto the Hemp Farm.
It's very quiet. Be careful on every side.
Connor just stating here from wFOX, it's quiet, it's a bit too quiet. So just watch every side of the flag and also the fob region. Bit of paraphrasing there, but of course, when it gets a bit too quiet, you can sort of think about, oh, okay, maybe maybe the battle is swinging in our favor here, or the enemy are looking to, you know, flank deep south, deep north, or whatnot. When it gets quiet on the western front, you just wait for the thunder to erupt.
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny situation. It's a bit more unnerving than being in constant firefights, like you just said, where the enemy, are they low on tickets? It's a little bit of an uncertain situation, but they're doing a very good job here, just making sure they're secure on their point.
We have still enemies far east of Hemp Farm, I'm marking.
Eastern side, the Mumblerines Nordics crew are going to start to push in from the eastern side again. They have been marked on the map. We are looking around about that sort of Goal 5, Keypad 4 region. A couple of markings out towards Goal 5, Keypad 6. The
coming in from
RAKI
the
and
east. They put
wFOX
an FOB on the east, maybe.
have a definite idea of where they're sort of coming in from. Northwestern side looks like it's been cleared of the Mumbarines. Slim Shady going down a bit earlier. Barman's still alive.
Enemies on the southeast and
Salu's still up on the northern side, but Calm and a couple others down on that northwestern. RAKI's still under control of the hemp farm. America's, give or take, around about sort of 70 to 80% of the whole round, I would assume. The hemp farm being under constant control for the American forces. Helping out, of course, having sort of three flags in your control compared to sort of 2 flags for the Russian forces. Definitely helps them with that slight ticket bleed. We are looking at around about 251 KD for the American forces to 226, 218 to 251 for the Russian army. 1 fob for the Russians already down on the western side early game.
G5, keep it.
Adding another 20 tickets.
I thought they removed. I'm sorry, Skill. It's my bad.
Yeah, you're gonna see
32 now for Russia.
32, 190 tickets. 190 for the Americans, coming up to around about an hour and 2 minutes for round 1.
Okay, the south should be clear now. Since Klim removed the FOB, I'm gonna send my squad to the next point to Great Park.
And RAKI and White. I'm gonna have to get a drink after this.
Guys, we need more
found
people
the
on the north
Mumbarines
side.
FOB on Mosque. It's down. Russia are down to 7 tickets now.
So that G5 fob now getting taken down. There's a constant resupply for the Mumbarines to get up towards the hemp farm, pushing out towards that sort of northwest to west section. There's the fob that allowed the Mumbarines to constantly push for this Foxtrot 5 keypad 6 fob for the American forces. Now that taken down 20 tickets. You're looking at 7 tickets, did you say, Blitzer?
Yep, 7 spot on.
7 spot on with 183 for the American forces.
With the last gas push on
so much ticket, I believe, so
yeah, just out towards that western side. They still have a couple of the RAKI and wFOX pushing in from that eastern side.
I'm gonna have people say wacky by the end of this. Oh, sorry, RAKI, I didn't mean to do it.
Slip of the English tongue. Will want to reduce as much tickets in the next sort of 7 tickets they have. They're probably maybe even down to maybe around about 5 or 6. But they will want to sort of reduce the American tickets as much as possible. So if they play the second round, you know,
are they still capping?
They will have to
I think we'll.
They have sort of a lower ticket count.
1 ticket.
Yep.
They're just down to the 1 ticket, and Nordic saying Scout's got eyes on this crow, but it's managing to get away.
And there we have it.
There you go.
Good job, guys.
Round 1 comes a 177 ticket win for the US forces. RAKI and wFOX there. Mumbarines, unfortunately. In terms of the KDs, very close. 1 fob going down for the Russian forces, being 20 tickets there. And a couple of, I think, we did have a Humvee sort of going down, normal Humvee for the American forces. Around about 12 or so tickets there. But the Americans controlling those 3 flags compared to the Russians too. Is definitely sort of taken the game away from Mumbarines here. I think they're going to have around about a 5 or 10 minute break. In that meantime, I'll play a couple of clan promos. These are the clans that are within Community Clan Fight Night or participate in Tactical Tuesday, which you're watching. Stay tuned, 5 or 10 minutes. We'll be back for round 2, switching sides. I'll be on the Mumbarines, see how their sort of comms go. They're going to have a go at the US forces. RAKI and wFOX are going to have a go at the Russian forces. 180 tickets. 180 tickets the Mumbarines will have to win by. At least 181. But yes, guys, we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. St. Sassy's here. Blitzer there. He's there somewhere, and Vixen around somewhere else.
I'm here.
Yeah. But yes, we'll be back in around about 5 or 10 minutes.
No worries.
Hello, this is Bill Santos from Pure Academy, and this is the best falafel shop in Somali. Clan tag means, like you will already know, Pure Academy. I'd say we have about 25 people online that plays the game weekly. Yeah, that's it, I think. Just bought it from Bazaar today. Well, I wouldn't choose a specific adjective, but since we have different players from different playstyles with different playstyles, but yeah, it's a little bit of everything, I think. We are trying to find the middle ground to get the best out of everyone. Is someone burning outside? Something burning? Well, like I said, we have different playstyles. Like there's, hey, did that guy pay for his food? Hey! Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a fun dude to play, oh, look who's here, the guy who didn't pay his money. Hold on, sir. Sorry for that inconvenience in the beginning. Like I said, we have best falafel in the Somali, we have best dudes to go jihad, boom boom in the Somali, so come to our shop if you're looking for Habibis to go around with. Yeah.
This is CNN Breaking News. And the breaking news here on CNN tonight, we're awaiting President Obama to speak soon. We're told he's going to do it as early as the bottom of the hour, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, and that his address will be about national security. I want to bring in my colleague now in Washington, CNN's Wolf Blitzer. He's been working his sources. Wolf, though, very unusual at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on a Saturday night for the president to come out.
This is an extraordinary development. I must say, Don, I've covered Washington, as you know, for a long time. For the president, for the White House to make an announcement that the president will address the nation, indeed the world, in the coming minutes, and make a very important announcement. It's extraordinary what's going on. I'm told by sources it is a national security.
The redcoats are coming.
Hi, I'm MVP, and I'm a member of the 20R gaming clan. 20R is a large gaming community, having over 200 active members from all over the world playing games like PlanetSide, CSGO, League of Legends, Rust, and many more. When Squad came out, we immediately knew this game was going to offer some of the most fun and tactical experience in first-person shooting, and thus the 20R Squad division was born. Offering a nice balance between tactical gameplay and quality banter, we take part in both casual games and events. Our playstyle entirely depends on the situation and what our team expects us to do. Because above all else, we want to win. And to win, you need to cooperate. If you are interested in joining our community, check out the information in the description below. If not, then we'll happily blow your brains out the next time we meet you on the battlefield. See you there.
Alright guys, probably another couple of minutes, around about 2 or 3 minutes. I think they're just waiting on the status of a couple of players. But in the meantime, let me play part 2 of the promos. Maybe not even that, but we'll just, you'll know once we go live, guys.
Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part, are you? Join the Fighting Honey Badgers and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship. We have the weapons. We need soldiers. Soldiers like FHB Spartan.
Contact East, Baron 2-5, Captain.
And Captain FHB Mother.
This is the Captain speaking. All personnel fire Baron 205.
Soldiers like Medic FHB Kitty and Squad Leader FHB Vixen.
Come on, Badgers, you want to live forever?
We need you all. Service guarantees citizenship.
Zwei Tangos, Nordost, 200 Meter an der Mauer.
Hey, für Kontext. Gibt es das Bier eigentlich auch alkoholfrei?
Alkoholfreies Bier? Das ist Full Contact!
Ach, scheiß drauf, wir brauchen keinen Trailer.
I need a wee.
Alright guys, we are live from start, around about 30 or so seconds. Wow, round one. Crazy stuff. wFOX and good old RAKI taken out with 177 tickets being on the US side in round one. The Mumblemarines are going to start playing the US in round two, which is coming up 20 seconds. Russian Army will be wFOX and RAKI. Join with me this evening, if you just joined us, is Blitzer and Vixen. How are you both doing?
Good evening. Very well. Yourself?
What up?
You know, I'm wrecked. I'm absolutely wrecked. But what a hell of a round that that first round. 177 ticket win by wFOX and RAKI. Mumbarines are unfortunately not coming away with that win in that round 1. They are going to play the Americans this time. We'll sort of see how they sort of play it out. But again, the Mumbarines, if they would sort of want to take out Tactical Tuesday, they will have to win it by at least 178 tickets. We'll soon see sort of how that turns out and pans out for the Mumbarines and good old wFOX and RAKI with that one up. We'll see if they can defend around about 177 tickets. Let me open up the stream. Alright guys, we are playing, well it is a night map, it is good old Koro Valley AA's version 2 night. Mosque, Insurgent Checkpoint, Hemp, Grape Farm and Orchard, Russian spawn over on the Delta 6 keypad 7 to 8 area. We are going to see the Americans dropping off one guy on their Mosque first flag, maybe one guy on the checkpoint, but it's all about, as Blitz said in round 1, it is all about the Hemp Farm. We saw some decent fighting happening on Hemp Farm in round 1.
Yeah, it was pretty much back and forward throughout that first round until it became the battle for the FOB. So we'll see what differences either side make now for this round 2. But I can imagine the core objectives are going to be the same for both.
Yeah,
Mumbarines dropping a fob where the wFOX one was.
Yeah, Mumbarines just bring up a whole transporter truck out towards the eastern side. That is the same field that RAKI and wFOX in round 1 had their fob situated there. Mumbarines constantly try to hit, but unfortunately just kept getting repelled each time they hit on that sort of fob there. And it looks like we are going to see the Mumbarines playing the same sort of tactic as wFOX and the RAKI guys in round 1. And we are probably going to see another firefight just the same as round 1. Hemp Farm, the battle for Hemp Farm.
BTR straight south of him.
Moving.
Mumbarines taking up that position again just to the northwest, trying to cut off that entry point across the river.
It looks like they got Tegan up there in a Crow, if I'm not mistaken, just north side of Hemp. They do have a BTR just down towards the southwestern area. It looks like RAKI controlling that road. Nice hit on that BTR just in from the southeast side of Hemp. BTR now slowly going to start to retreat out towards the western area. RAKI now coming in towards the southwest. A couple of the Mumbarines already in the fields.
I think Scooch just missed the crew there, barely with an RPG there.
What if you built some stuff? Defenses, sandbags.
Sorry?
Okay, you built some stuff. Sandbags and stuff. They need some defenses.
Not right now.
RAKI and wFOX taking the same approach as the Mumbarines did in round 1, sort of pushing in from that southwest area. The Mumbarines controlling that northwest area of Hemp, just located around that sort of Foxtrot 5, Keypad 5 region. A couple of the wFOX still located up in that area. We are going to see wFOX and RAKI now pushing from that southwest entrance. That's where the camera is panned now. With Mumbarines situated up in the main compounds of the Hemp Farm, and they do have their fob located out towards the east side, just located where wFOX and RAKI had theirs previously. Did have Calm from Mumbarines stating to Nordic if it's possible to start putting down defenses. I think that's not in Nordic's mindset at the moment.
So we can
I think
secure
he's
him first before we set up the hemp.
Wow,
I'm not going to use it right now.
He just read my mind, but basically what he wants to do is secure the hemp farm first, all areas, and then looking at sort of securing the area with defenses.
Yeah, that's the right decision there. There's no good starting to put people's head in the sand by building emplacements if there's still that threat in the close vicinity. So it's a good shout by Nordic.
We have wFOX Connor as well as Akuza. RAKI and wFOX working together here up towards the northwestern side of the compounds of Hemp. Already taking out a Mumbarines Polar as well as Kojo. Also taking down Etu as well up towards the northwest side. We are going to see a dominant force of the wFOX RAKI 2 squad. Chucking out their grenades down towards the south side of the fields.
That Crow is now engaged in the BTR at Cheese Grater.
They're just getting a really nice angle on there. And there goes that BTR. 30 tickets gone.
Kill the Crow. No, sorry, kill the BTR. Nice. See if you can drop up to the Crow.
Really nice visuals there from Tegan there. He does have just out towards his west though. We do have marksman and then one visible. It's confirming if either are an RPG. Yes, marksman here from wFOX is an RPG. He's going to try and get a
ruin shot there.
Get up and get the hit. Just shooting over that Crow. Crow's now going to start head away. Very unlucky shot there from wFOX marksman. We're now heading out towards the northeastern side, east side of the Hemp. Hemp now fully under the control of the American forces, out towards the eastern side or clear. Southeast, as well as just down towards their southwest to west, northwest region. Basically all the west side of Hemp Farm, still under the control of the Russian forces. Similar play as towards round 1. We did have wFOX and RAKI in the same position as Mumblemarines in round 1. Mumblemarines were situated out towards that sort of cheese grater on the western side.
Yeah, Connor just calling out there that they know the FOB is close because they've spotted that ladder.
Sure you can get me, but you can.
Yeah, that's really possibly why wFOX marksman maybe up towards the northern side. It's getting a bit of eyes on that sort of ladder. I'm sure he's going to start scouting about to see where that FOB is up towards that northeastern region. wFOX marksman, unfortunately, not being able to take down that that Crow that took down the BTR just up towards the north there. We are going to see a couple of wFOX RAKI guys up towards that northwestern region. Russians now sort of dominating with a large force, 2-4, around about sort of 7 up towards that northwest region of Hemp.
Full squad helmet.
But Tegan out there with Mumblemarines controlling that northern side of Hemp, already taken down, I believe, 2 wFOXians trying to breach.
Yeah, the wFOX there just discussing about the need to fall back to get an iron grape, so Connor's going to fall back with his squad.
In terms of the Mumblemarine sort of strategy, nothing in terms of the squad leaders talking about a forward offensive. It was sort of going for the forward offensive or forward cap over towards the grape farm. Looks like the Mumblemarines sort of playing the same sort of layout as they did in that round 1. Two squads of 9.
Pushing from the northeast.
And it looks like actually they do have a squad 3, which is Tegan, called Watcher of the Wall, and he's located in that Crow. So if you have a look at the map in sort of Hemp Farm, you do have one squad watching out towards the east, or where the FOB is situated, just on that Foxtrot 5 keypad 6 region, and then you do have squad 2 looking out towards that sort of southeast region up towards the north, southwest region, also up towards the northwest region.
You got a hit, Tegan? One hit, yeah. Previous. I hit him. I kill him.
Yeah, so wFOX and RAKI identified the FOB, and they're going to commit some more force now to try and get that neutralised. So that's going to be a little thorn in the American side as they continue the pressure, pretty much as we saw in the first round as well.
Yeah, We do have, I think, the wFOX Sculler. Marksman, unfortunately, going down there out towards that sort of eastern side. But it looks like the Mumbarines just have that sort of their fob location out towards that east side of Hemp Farm covered. Russians situate out towards sort of a cheese grater region. Foxtrot 5, north side there. Coming up to around, what are we looking at? About 11 minutes in terms of the ticket allocation. 470 tickets for the American forces. How are the Russians doing over there?
That BTR's hurt them early on, so they're down to 425 at the minute.
Yeah, roger that. So 425 to 470 tickets in terms of the American forces, 470, 425 the Russian forces being wFOX and RAKI. We did see earlier on, definitely within the sort of 5 minutes of the game, we did see a BTR go down. Just outside the cheese grater. Some really nice visuals up towards the northern side there with Mumbarines Tegan getting eyes on that sort of unmarked BTR and taking that down.
Enemy BTR close to Grey Farm.
Yeah, Tegan's actually positioned really well again there, just to cut off any that wFOX force that's moving up on the north.
Hunting down on Tegan. I missed.
Yeah, I think I have seen sort of previously in sort of CCFN Sundays. I think the full contact when we played a Crow Night, they did the exact same sort of tactic, taking that Crow up to the northern regions, around the sort of Foxtrot 5, Keypad 9, Foxtrot 5, Keypad 8 regions of the northern Hemp Farm, and it allows that sort of nice view and suppression.
Okay,
that Crow is going to go down, unfortunately, there.
Yeah, got me.
Hit with an RPG, and then the BTR finishing it off.
Yeah, wFOX and RAKI keeping that BTR back now as a defensive asset rather than on the front foot.
Tegan pushing out as a one-man. Of course, probably bleeding and not having advantage, but pushing out towards that west to see what he could do, getting taken down up towards that northwestern region of Hemp. Around about a 3 to 4 man force of wFOX up there. Having a look back over towards Hemp Farm, Mumbarines still allocated the northern side, south side of Hemp Farm, no problems. Down towards the riverside, we do have a couple of the RAKI 4-man squad there. And even down towards the southeast side, a 3-man force of Marksman, Pliskin, and Ajax. We'll call him Ajax from wFOX, pushing out towards that southeast region. The Americans, being the Mumbarines, have a pretty nice and easy. They are probably going to have a couple of fire fronts, maybe in the next couple of minutes. They do have the northwest region, a couple of around about a 5-man squad of wFOX pushing in. They do have out towards the southeast region, around about a 4-man squad, wFOX and RAKI, and they also have down towards the south side, a bit of a speckled RAKI down there. So if they all pushed in at this sort of simultaneous, you'd see a bit of a spread for the Mumbarines.
Spawning member is gonna flank around them.
Yeah, it looks like they're just, I'm not really getting much anything on comms at the minute, but it seems that they're getting a position to do that push as a force. There's no one drip feeding in, which is good to see.
Yeah, very true. In terms of the sort of Russian forces, you don't see that one guy sort of going in, get taken down, another one just behind and get taken down. Of course, pushing in as a force, definitely more guns, more bullets, more suppression, more fire. It'd just be very interesting to see sort of wFOX out towards this eastern side of Hemp. Pliskin, Ajax, and Marksman, they have Sculler just down towards their sort of south. Are they gonna, as sort of Blitz stated before, is their main objective going for this fob? May see that sort of hit force sort of coming in. We've got Pliskin and Marksman now pushing in towards the eastern side fields. Mumbarines as well, where they've placed their fob just on this Foxtrot 5 keypad 6 region. Exactly, not the exact same, of course, spot, of course, within the same vicinity. They've actually placed it a bit more closer to Hemp Farm than what wFOX and RAKI did in round 1. RAKI placed theirs in center of the field, where sort of Mumblerians placed it a bit more towards Hemp Farm, so it could swing in the way of protecting the fob. Having a look now down towards the sort of south, more or less southeast side of Hemp Farm here. A couple of RAKIs situated in the field, around our 4 still up.
Enemies pushing in the compound on the western side.
Definitely up towards the northwestern region there. That 4 to 5 man squad of wFOX coming in. Marines are placing a couple of the ammo crates just on the each section of the or each entrance, sorry, of Hemp Farm. Of course, using that sort of the replenishment of grenades, allowing for constant suppression.
Yeah, they're really using these the GLs. I can hear a lot of them popping off just to keep the enemy on the back foot a little bit, keep their heads down, and it's paying dividends at the minute.
Yeah, if we do have a look sort of at the map for the American forces, they do have an ammo crate just situated down towards the southeast side, one on the northeast side, and also one just directly north side. So definitely replenishment of the GLs, replenishment of the grenades. You know, definitely a grenade or a GL has more of a blast than...
Oh, they only have an ammo crate there. Sure,
what's that? Just watching Tegan there using the underarm throw of the grenade up towards the northern side, takes down one of the wFOXings. Really nice defensive here by the Mumblerians on the US side. Coming up to around about 20 minutes of play, 441 tickets. 441 tickets for the American forces. Hey, looking there on the Russian side.
376 at the minute.
Okay, so slowly starting to push around about sort of that 50 ticket marker. Early on in the game, we did see a BTR go down. Just out towards the Cheddar side, around about Foxtrot 5, keypad 2 reading. 30 tickets lost there, straight up for the Russian forces. We have seen a Crow go down being 20 tickets, but the Mumblerians doing a hell of a job in terms of protecting this Hemp Farm, having the northwest side covered, and definitely having the south side covered as well. And as Blitzer said before, just constant popping off of the GLs on either side, being RAKI and wFOX.
Yeah, what they're managing to do is while they're keeping the enemy suppressed with those GLs, they've actually got infantry moving in on a flank. So it's really good work Marines are putting in to try and quench this threat that's coming in.
Yeah, with one of the Mumblerians just situated up to that north there going down. That's going to give indication, of course, to the defending force of Mumblerians on Hemp Farm that they are getting flanked from the north. Just having a look, no markers have been placed yet on Foxtrot 5 keypad 8. But they have been seen by one Balrog there from Mumblerians situated to the north side of Hemp. And have the assistance of, I think, Moldy, Etzel, and Diogo. Dr. Hax and Nordy located towards the north side of Hemp, protecting that region.
Ouch.
I've just noticed Calm and the Dark Team here to the far east, the checkpoint. If they indicate that they're doing that here, they've put on a backup FOB?
Negative as such, in terms of the squad leader comms between Nordic and Calm. I don't think I had seen sort of any indication are they going to play sort of a fob out that region. But you do see basically a truck or a logi truck on the hill. He's going to start heading up towards probably Calm's direction to activate that fob. We'll soon find out and sort of see there. I think that's just a basic backup for the squad there from Mumbarines if they do get overrun on that sort of hemp farm. But in terms of squad leader chat, nothing. We are going to see a BTR rolling up out towards the southwest region of hemp.
Or for defensive hemp.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they're gonna put down a repair station here on this FOB.
At
the moment, if you can rush in on hemp with that truck, that would be good.
Copy.
See what happens there.
We're going to get a bit of suppression fire here on the western side of hemp farm. Northern side though, having a look up that northern side, we did see sort of a flanking squad of wFOX. We did see Nordic, he's going to start pushing out all the way to the north and just come under contact with all of them. I think he's wiped out around about 2 or so. He has Moldy from Mumbarines assisting him as well. Let's see how this 1v1 battle between wFOX.
Yeah, we got fucked halfway.
One invisible against Nordic out towards this northeast area.
There's enemies on the G5 Key2. Lost both lodges.
Moldy's seen him, yep, Moldy up towards that sort of northern region.
They're just seeing this BTR go flying across the field. I don't know what's happened there, but it's on fire now.
BTR on fire down towards that river section.
Get your dudes inside hemp now. My dudes are pushing up.
We're gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna see sort of RAKI now pushing towards that sort of south to southeast region, as well as a bit of wFOX. But again, Mumbarines having a really good spread. Nordic Moldy up towards that northern section. Did hear a bit of an explosion happening there. Gonna be a transport truck. Maybe even FOB. Logic truck there, but we did have Nordic and Moldy up towards the northwest section, protecting those sort of fields there. A decent amount of Mumbarines situated on the hemp farm. Even pushing out, we do have a 4-man squad of Mumbarines pushing out towards Foxtrot 5 keypad 2, and also a bit of speckled forces out towards the south to southeast.
Mumbarines now just shifting to where they feel that pressure coming from. It's a nice counter play from both sides here.
We are going to see a bit of a force of wFOX and RAKI here on the eastern side, southeast as well. I think they're looking to push the eastern side, just where the FOB is located there, where Deceptious is. Also that 2-man squad of Nordic and Moldy. Nothing has come over the comms as of such. I think they're looking around that sort of Foxtrot 5 keypad 4 region.
We saw
Nordic and Moldy.
checking it out now between Grape and Hemp.
They're just scouting there just to check it for any sort of FOB rally point. See how
enemy
they sort
FOB
of...
is marked. Enemy FOB is...
Wow, they have found an enemy FOB. Enemy FOB on Foxtrot 5 keypad 1. Can you confirm that, Blitzer?
Yeah, that's right. They're just coming up to it now.
Really nice scouting here from Nordic and Moldy up towards the northern region.
Yeah, wFOX have gone to that. Pliskin's asking for reinforcements to fall back. That they're closing on the FOB.
Yeah, Pliskin just located out towards their western side.
Enemies are on insurgents checkpoint.
Copy.
We will have map control.
We're gonna see Nordic and Moldy start to
We're camping with FOB.
camp and push that FOB. They do have Pliskin out towards their northwestern area. Now going to get a two-man force of Kohler and I believe Tegan as well, pushing in from the east to west to help that.
Yeah, there's going to be a change in the battle here. If they can get that fob down and get some forces to them, they can have a clean sweep through to Grape. And wFOX and RAKI have no backup spawn.
Yeah, two-man, now Moldy and Tegan working, dig up that fob there. Nordic is looking to cover. Pliskin locate out towards that northwestern region, trying to get eyes on. That fob will go down unless a miracle GL comes in, but unfortunately it doesn't. 20 tickets reduced there from the Russian forces. Pliskin just a bit late there.
Got him. I'm down.
Tegan goes down. Nordic takes out Pliskin up towards that north to northwest region. BTR starting to push back.
Be interesting to see if Mumblines
northeast now on the infantry
take the most of this momentum and push out. If they can get Kohler to them and make a push.
Moldy here, just like meters away, around about 6 to 7 sort of meters away out towards this western side of this BTR, just hiding in this river, praying that nothing sort of happens. Also, the RAKI and wFOX forces don't want to lose that BTR. Just losing a fob there, being 20 tickets, they lose a BTR, it's 30 tickets, 50 tickets in a matter of, say, 5 minutes. Just be a total kick in the gut for them. Let's push back over towards the objective and sort of get back into the game to see what's happening over towards Hemp Farm. Mumblines still situated on Hemp Farm, still doing their best, having a small RAKI force up towards that sort of northern area, northeast area, and also a two-man RAKI force out to east to southeast.
wFOX and RAKI currently down to 279 tickets.
279 tickets, 386 tickets over here. Already 30 minutes of play of round 2, sorry. We did see in round 1, wFOX and RAKI taking out 177 tickets. Basically what they want to do is they want Mumblines to get below that.
You just see wFOX and RAKI now consolidating onto Grape, make sure they keep that safe and secure before making another push on Hemp.
And Mumblines still out towards the eastern side, protecting their fob, just out towards that northeast to east side of Hemp there. 4 to 5 man force, just making sure no RAKI or wFOX is looking to push over there. Still, one RAKI
just
ran.
Lost another BTR. Sorry, Saint. We've just lost another BTR heading on the east side of
Valrock.
Grape.
I did see Valrock. I saw him before, just wondering if he was a LAT flying over him, taking down that BTR. I think that BTR already took maybe one hit. It flipped, which indicates another hit. It was on fire previously, and then unfortunately they're getting taken down there by Valrock. 30 tickets lost there, 20 tickets just previously in around about 5 or so minutes, 50 tickets lost for wFOX and RAKI. Having a look at the flags and who's holding who. Mosque is held by the US forces, Insurgent Checkpoint held by the US forces, Hemp as well, and only Grape Farm and Orchard held by the Russian forces. 3 flags to 2. We are going to look at a slight ticket bleed here. Having a look at the KDs, 94 to 71, 67 to 91, 2 BTRs lost, and a fob. We are looking around about 80 tickets.
Yeah, it's 237 currently for Russian forces.
We're raping them, dude. They must be down so many tickets. We've barely lost 100.
237.
30 minutes.
And just right on cue, crazy enough, Nordic just stating we must be raping them. They must be losing so many tickets, and the US forces have 381 tickets, 380 tickets to 237 tickets. We are looking at the margin now slowly starting to increase.
Enemies on the fob, enemies on the fob.
Mumbleweed's still very much concerned with that east side, allowing
They are, yeah.
wFOX and RAKI to pretty much get on the point from the west.
Yeah, they're constantly pushing out towards that east side. There's only speckled RAKI coming in on that sort of south to southeast side. Coming in 1 to 2 man forces. But yes, Mumbleweed's very hesitant on that sort of fob. They don't want it to go down. They definitely shift the play for them. The only backup fob for them is over on the east-northeast side of Insurgent Checkpoint on Golf 5 Keypad 9. Mumbleweed's in that sort of 2 to 3 man squads, even more. Pushing out as a force. Having a look at the wFOX RAKI guys, you don't see that sort of consolidation as a force pushing in.
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle for them at the minute.
Yeah, for Mumbleweeds now, it's really, without the squad leaders sort of talking to each other, Calm and Nordic, I believe, know what tactic they want to play. That's why there's not so much communication between Calm and Nordic, unless they want to change, I guess, a tactic that they may have pre-planned here, but it doesn't look like they're looking to attack. They're just looking to defend their fob out towards the eastern side, have a considerable amount of force out on that east, and just having a force on the hemp farm as well. Just looking at it as defensive play.
Yeah, with an 18v18 on this map, it's quite hard to well, it's quite easy to overextend and lose that foothold on hemp because you don't have the forces available to push and attack as well. So they're making the right decision at the minute. And as you said, with the lack of comms, they're in a comfortable situation at the minute. There's not too much to react to. It's all pretty much straightforward. So cruising for the minute for Mumbleweeds.
Yeah, they are going to see a fast force of 4 of wFOX and RAKI coming out towards that eastern side. Dark T protecting that east side door. Takes down one. Cruiser now just getting into cover. Slim Shady getting taken down as well. Bit of a trade there from Dark T and a cruise out towards that eastern side. Oh my god, no, there's no way. I can't pronounce the name, sorry. Devsky. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna, no, I can't. I do apologize. I am the reader of names. Yeah, we did see out towards that sort of eastern side. We did see Ramakuza sort of coming in. I think Stradevsky, if I'm not, if that is how it is pronounced, sort of coming in hard. Dark T taking down 2, getting traded as well. But again, Mumbleweeds just having a force situated out on their fob on the eastern side. 5, keypad 6. And just looking at a constant defense, not even looking at the attack.
Different spawn as well. Can I make another run for it? 3 guys?
Yeah. I think we're stable enough for that.
Okay. Watch it though. There's lots pushing from the southeast.
So you repeat last?
Okay, you can now see Nordic with a 4-man fire team pushing out west. I imagine they're going to creep out a little bit and get some feelers onto Grape.
Yeah, correct. They're going to take around about a 3 to 4 man force out towards that western side. We did have Carter stating that they are getting hit from the southeast area. Of course, some intense firefighting happening here. Of course, the RAKI white on the southeast side. They do have a field to cross. Big disadvantage for the Russian forces. And they're attacking the southeast side of Hemp. Even out towards the eastern side, RAKI with around about a 4-5 man force there. Trying to give a bit of pressure to Mumbarines just on where their fob is located, just out on this eastern side in these fields.
Going out with a Logi to get an FOB set up. If they manage to get one down, they'll actually be behind the wFOX RAKI FOB, so there's a chance they're going to come across there here.
Looking out towards this eastern side where the fob is located. We're going to see RAKI Klim now going to start to come in. He's going to start to protect that fob. Very, very lucky there. He has some of these other guys out towards the eastern side. RAKI Klim now getting more or less just around.
Only 2%.
Yep, pushing back.
They're breaching south.
Getting around that sort of fob location on the eastern side. Nordic now is going to start pushing back.
They're on the fob sky high.
We're down to 182 tickets for Russia.
182 with 339 tickets here for the American forces, being Mumbarines, coming up to around about 40 so minutes. About 35, 36 minutes at the moment. Gonna see RAKI now start to get around the area where the fob is located on the eastern side.
You gotta speed up, man. You can't take the fucking 20 minutes like.
I'm not taking 20 minutes time.
There they are now on the fob. We do have Ajax as well as Klim alive. Slim Shady, Dr. Hacks located up towards the northeastern side of the fields.
Start spraying the field.
I'll make a defensive instead in the river.
We're gonna see RAKI start pushing in from the eastern side. Gonna come under contact with Dr. Hacks, Slim Shady. Two-man defense force here. Dr. Hacks getting taken down by Ajax, getting revived there previously. Slim Shady also down.
Spread out, spread out.
Oh, bit of a trade there by Klim and Nordic, just around that sort of fob region. RAKI will have to push in hard if they can.
Oh my god, he's down!
Nordic shouting in local.
They're on the fob again.
Wow, intense battle for this fob just on this eastern side. It's constant trade.
Send your dudes back now, Carl.
A lot of down arrows right there.
And medics are basically getting their guys up. Medic goes down. That guy then kills the guy. It's just a constant battle for this sort of fob on the eastern side. Ethel's the only one sort of left alive there. Playing very smart.
I just got fucking Goomba stomped.
Gonna see Slim Shady as well as Valrock now spawning sort of that fob area.
RAKI wFOX are capping hemp.
Yeah, I did see just to the south side, we did see a lot of the Mumbarines push out from hemp on the western side, push out towards their fob on the eastern side. Come on contact with some scattered forces of RAKI and wFOX, and then a mass spawn happening.
No, I'm not sure if there's still one.
I don't know. Okay. Probably soft.
That east side now clear. There's only Russian Ratnik located out towards that eastern side. That fob now cleared on the eastern side. The hemp farm was the sacrifice they had to make, so you're going to see a mass push here on the east side to the west side over towards hemp farm. Let's see how RAKI and wFOX do in terms of coming under contact. Very nice late push here from wFOX and RAKI. Maybe finding their rhythm, but at 320 tickets for the American forces. How many tickets were you looking at Russians, Blitzer?
159.
159. So will wFOX and RAKI sort of find their groove in the last minute of the game, capture hemp farm, and sort of keep it proceeding. All they need to do is sort of get Mumbarines below 177 tickets. We are going to see Mumbarines now push Calm side Moonshine, Dark Tea, Calm, and Blag pushing in from the western side. I think basic all forces of wFOX and RAKI now down on the Hemp side. Ajax and Connor plissing down towards the southeast side. I think RAKI and wFOX have the itch and want to get rid of that fob.
I'll be recapping.
Oh, wow.
Grenade field, grenade field.
GLs galore on this eastern side. RAKI just want to take the fob on the east. wFOX now trying to take as much of Hemp as possible. It always comes down to on this eastern side fob offensive. You see RAKI, they get their rhythm, they get in there, they're just about to get there, and then one GL, a grenade comes in, wipes out two. And then you see the spawns happening on the fob again. So the Dr. Hacks, Diego, Deceptious now around that sort of area, Tegan as well.
They're coming in through the west doorway.
Copy, copy, copy.
wFOX still dominating it in terms of that sort of the Hemp section. It's only Ajax left on that sort of Hemp. The United States forces have defended the Hemp farm. 302 tickets coming up to around about 42 minutes of play of round 2.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Guys, there's a big hole on the south side.
Yeah, defense of the FOB costing Mumblings quite a lot of tickets here.
They do have that sort of tickets to spare in terms of defending it. And it is a strategic fob. You know, the only fobs that are, as backup, are located out towards Goal 5, keypad, and 9, just out towards the east of the Insurgent checkpoint, and one down towards Foxtrot 6, keypad 7. So they do have sort of 2 fobs as backup there if this fob goes down.
They're inside Hemp.
But again, you could see if that fob goes down, Mumbrines are basically exhilarated from that area. You have a bit of a run back to try and get Hemp farm, but looks like Mumbrines do have a nice position.
They're coming from the south, man. They're always pushing from the south.
Nordic has an inkling that they are pushing from that south side as well.
Yeah, wFOX, RAKI have actually got an FOB set up in Golf 6, Key 7.
Golf 6, Key 7. It's located just around about the south to southeast side of the D flag being the Hemp farm.
It's just on the north side of this small river here.
For the American forces, still holding steady. Coming up to around that 45 or so minutes of play.
120 for Russia.
120 for the Russian forces. You can see how that sort of fob placement so close to Hemp farm, just located on that Foxtrot 5 keypad 6 region, definitely works for that sort of 18v18 that we saw round 1. RAKI and wFOX doing exactly the same fob placement, and Mumbrines doing exactly the same too. It seems like it's a very hard fob to hit. Nice push of two-man force of wFOX here on the south side of Hemp. Already taken down 2 or so of their guys.
Look at me.
Throw some right over there.
RPG market, there.
I start seeing wFOX, one of the wFOX guys on the north side of Hemp.
BTL, be careful, there's enemies camping inside.
Tegan back in that crow. Out towards the eastern side. Down towards the southwest region. Goal 5 keypad 8. Tegan.
Excellent.
Taking care of that sort of southern road.
It's a medic. Yeah, we've got Dark T and Anshka making their way towards the general area of the wFOX FOB. They have called it out, they're aware.
Just having a look. Nothing has been marked on the map. It looks like the scout side. Angst and Dark T. Of course, being in I think they're both going to take a lap like what they did in round 1. Like they're going to scour the south side just to see if they can find the FOB. A general direction of where the Russian forces are spawning from. Nice grenade, just taking down Angst there, taking the AR kit actually. Pliskin just suppressing him to get down, and beautiful, I believe, gel placement there by one visible. Again, a bit of displacement here for the RAKI and wFOX forces. I don't know how the communication is over on the Russian side. Still over on Mumblerine's side, it's still all clear. Nordic and Calm know what they're doing.
In G6.
They're just feeding back constant information to each other of where possible FOB location is, which direction they're sort of coming from. But how's the communication for wFOX and RAKI?
It's minimal at the minute. They're communicating when they need to, but they seem to be operating quite individually and taking sort of one side each of Hemp.
Yes.
Yeah, RAKI forces now pushing out sort of that deep eastern area. Out towards, give or take, let's say around sort of the Goal 5 keypad 5 region northern side of that. Maybe even pushing out towards Goal 5 keypad 8. Again, FOB itching to get that sort of FOB on the eastern side. That has helped Mumblorines, which helped wFOX and RAKI in round 1. Of course, replenishing the forces to get on towards Hemp Farm.
So that's more for me than anything else. I'm fucking trying to think this game.
Russia are currently at 77 tickets, same.
Yeah, 278 tickets here for the American forces being Mumblorines. Large gap here, you're looking at around about 201 ticket gap. We have a look at the KDs, 175 to 158 for the United States Army being Mumblorines. Russian forces, RAKI, wFOX, 153 to 176.
It's very, very close to there. No, it's
I believe losing 2 FOBs and also a FOB. You're looking at around about sort of 80 ticket loss there. The rest has sort of come down to the Americans capturing Mosque, Insurgent Checkpoint, and Hemp Farm compared to the Russians at Grape Farm and Orchard. Beautiful RPG there from Screech. Moonshine and Dr. Hacks just getting blown to smithereens there. Beautiful RPG from that northern side. CPAX, Connor, Screech there from wFOX now moving in onto Hemp Farm. Dark T's just going to stay back and secure the FOB area, but he's just managed to look to his south and just seeing Shred there from RAKI taking him down.
Once you get me up, I'll fix the guy next to me. Get the other guys that's farther away. I got no stamina when I got up.
CPAC and Screech still alive here from wFOX up on the northwest region of Hemp Farm.
We need to spread out as soon as you're
Screech and CPAC taking down one Mumbarine down towards the south. He will have to start bandaging, but Kojo takes him down. Screech as well gets taken down by a possible ACOG to the south side.
We're going to try to do one more try to take it out.
Copy. You have about 2 minutes, then I will fall.
We do have Golf 6 keypad 7 marked as a fob, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the locale, yep.
We do have, looks like Valrock and Tegan pushing down in that area, taking down 2. Now we're going to see the RAKI forces now push up. Sort of clear the area. Valrock and Tegan are down for Mumbarines there. Slim Shady located to their north. They are out on the southeast side. Just located on the Golf 5 keypad 1 region. The Mumbarines definitely for around about sort of 85% of the match, controlling the Hemp Farm. Unfortunately for wFOX and RAKI, not getting the groove sort of needed to sort of get in there. Definitely feeling the pain of having that fob located on Foxtrot 6, which wFOX and RAKI had that same position for the American forces in round 1. They would definitely know the strength of having a fob so close, and an 18v18 as well. On such a large map. Here we are going to see a 2, 4, 6, 7-man RAKI force pushing out southeast side.
Fox RAKI down to 45 tickets, but they have spotted that US FOB in Fox 6, key 7.
Fox 6. Yeah, roger that.
Yeah, they're on it now.
Yeah, looks like Pliskin and possible Sculler will take that. They do have Ants located up towards the, give or take, western section.
Maybe set one dude to camp some sponsor or something.
And RAKI making a good push on the eastern FOB on Hemp as well.
Yeah, correct. So it was just located over there. Now I'm just going to start pushing back over towards the eastern side. RAKI coming in from that sort of east to southeast region. They do have some speckled Mumbarines. Valrock getting taken down towards the southeast there with Klim. Yeah, I'm going to see 2, 4, 5-man force of Nordic. And a couple of his boys now going to start to push around that fob region. Nordic getting taken down by Weiss there from RAKI. Currently, looks like a Russian Ratnik, Fury, as well as Weiss is still left on the eastern side. Close to LAT there.
Take that fob down yourself, Carl.
On it.
We're going to see a 2-man squad as well. Calm and Silu just heading out towards Foxtrot 6 keypad 7. The 4-man force of RAKI wFOX starting to dig it up. Calm and Silu just to see if they can take out the fob getting taken down. Oh, I don't know if I've crashed or not. Interesting. I think I've crashed.
Connection lost. Connected.
Wow. GG.
You were moved.
Alright, so we'll be back in 2 seconds to get back in there. Bit of a crash happening. Crashtastic.
Good timing.
Oh, beautiful timing. I think Calm was about to and Silu out towards the sort of western side.
Yeah, they've been neutralised. wFOX dealing with that and taking down that FOB.
It can't be a stream without a bit of a crash, you know. Gotta keep people on the edge of their seats. But what happened, man?
That's it, mate. Keep the body guessing.
if I make it back in
the
time.
difference when you come back.
Yeah, if I make it back in time, well, we'll sort of see. We do have just coming in. We do have Blitzer on the ground there. He's just going to keep reporting. This just in.
You're pretty stagnant at the minute.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, Mumbling's still in full control of Hemp, pushing off RAKI from their FOB, but the wFOX force that managed to neutralise Calm at the FOB, they've actually managed to push in, and they're just coming up to Hemp Farm now, so 21 tickets left for Russia.
So Russia, 21 tickets. Americans were definitely up in the 200 ticket based area. I'm starting to load back into the server. Hopefully I can get back in, sort of see and just capture the last minutes. That's all that's needed. Hopefully these squad gods, internet gods, and whatever technological gods can sort of help me out here. Start playing elevator music. There we go! Kicks me in after several years. 215 tickets, wow. Spawning up in an altitude of 4,000. 215 tickets.
Have asked the gods for help.
Yeah, exactly. Bloody oath. 215 tickets here for the American forces, sort of coming in after about a 2 to 3 minute crash. How many tickets do you have there on the Russian side, Blitzer?
We're now down to 13 for Russia.
13 for Russia. Alright, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. Oh, there we go.
Easy fucking game, boys!
There we go.
Fucking trash!
GG! Perfect timing!
Fuck these Russian fucking cunts! And fucking Frenchie! Fuck! Fuck, I'm proud of you boys. You're so fucking good.
There you go. Nordic celebrating in the way that Nordic celebrates. 215 ticket here win. You're looking at around a 42 ticket, I believe. I could be wrong. Calculations could be deceiving me, but I think it's a 42, 38. Thank you. Someone can count. 38 tickets here, Nordic, and his Mumbarines will take out Tactical Tuesdays. Sorry about the drop, guys, and the clans participating being RAKI, wFOX, and Mumbarines. Of course, we had Blitzer there just to give us the radio version of Squad. But yes, 38 ticket win there for the Mumbarines for Tactical Tuesday. Wow, not much there. I think the wFOX and RAKI really at the end there, giving all that they could to sort of just limit that sort of ticket deficit, just bring down the Mumbarines just below 177, but unfortunately couldn't. I think just, again, a classic Tactical Tuesday. Not as classic as we sort of would see. You know, we are playing 18v18 on Core Night, 500 tickets, 2 hours, which we saw some long games here, but I think well played by Mumbarines in terms of that second round, really showing to wFOX and RAKI. wFOX and RAKI win in that sort of first round. Same tactics from both, but it's all about that sort of momentum bringing it in from either round. Wow, GG. Another Tuesday down.
Yeah, great game. Very impressed with the way wFOX and RAKI set up as the US first round with that little force, as we mentioned, on the north side, swinging east to west and cutting off Mumbarines. And, you know, Mumbarines were caught in a lot of trouble throughout the first match, and they were stuck for ideas, certainly towards the end. I highlighted Calm and Nordic chatting between themselves about how they can improve for the second round, and they really built on it, and maybe learnt a couple of points from wFOX and RAKI, you know, with that Eastern FOB, and just looking to have that defended. And just unfortunate for wFOX and RAKI in a very close game in the end, ticket-wise. 38, that's not a lot, you know, by anyone's imagination. So, really enjoyed tonight. Great games and well played to both teams.
Yeah, definitely. Mumbarines, of course, are providing the server. Remember, Tactical Tuesdays is 100% owned by the clans. So it's these clans basically within sort of CCFN. You know, CCFN hosts clans from really all around Europe and sort of North America. But, you know, I guess Tactical Tuesdays was born because we saw this sort of more scrimmages happening on a Tuesday. Remember, Tactical Tuesday is 100% owned by the clans. They provide the server, they provide the organization between them, they provide the numbers, the time, the map that they want to choose. Really, CCFN or Community Clan Fight Night's only doing here is just hosting, I guess, the stream just for these clans to look back over. And if anyone, of course, wants to watch these clans playing it out or battling it out on, I guess, the competitive scene of Community Clan Fight Night. But again, there are some rules that you have to abide by in terms of Community Clan Fight Night. And, either side, you're looking at Mumblemarines, wFOX, and RAKI just showing just how Squad is definitely played. And especially on such a large map, 500 tickets, 18v18. You're looking at a long game, a tactical game at that, and yeah, they definitely bought it round 1 and round 2. Congratulations to all. 38 tickets, as Blitz has said, is not a lot. You're looking at a BTR, a Crow, and a sort of fob. That's all it will take. But yeah, some beautiful stuff for the 24th of January, 2017 for Tactical Tuesday. Yeah. Thank you again, Blitzer. Thank you for coming on by, man.
As always, brother.
Yeah, thank you for coming on by. Just help me out. And Vixen, I don't know if Vixen is there. I think he has himself muted, but Vixen was capturing just a couple of footage, of course, for Tactical Tuesday, Community Clan Fight Night. Just roaming around and getting some decent footage for production-wise. But again, anyone that's watching, thanks for watching and sort of spending time with us for the past 2 hours and 20 minutes. We'll be back next Tuesday, of course, for more lineup. If it's on our YouTube or our Twitch channel, I thought I would give YouTube a go tonight just to see how it is in terms of performance-wise. But yes, stick with us next Tuesday. We'll be back for Tactical Tuesdays. Also, this coming Sunday, the origin of Community Clan Fight Night is Community Clan Fight Night Sundays, where we see, I don't know, we'll know tomorrow how many servers there will be. But of course, we will see sort of clans v clans in a friendly environment of Squad, just battling it out. Of course, no prizes or anything handed out at the end. But stick with us on our Twitch, guys. Twitch.tv/Community Clan Fight Night and Community Clan Fight Night X, where you will basically be able to see Community Clan Fight Night Sundays around the 18:30 UTC time, maybe around the 19 UTC time. But yes, stick with us, guys. We'll be back for everything Squad related. Look no further than the Squad official forums. Adios, amigos. Ciao, ciao. Catch you later, Blitz.
Ta-da!